is. Just came in. I'm checking my Dennis White sheet. HAECO Tournament Dennis. We could say it like this for the White family. It's a Christmas holiday routine for your family, tradition.
Yeah, it is, Andy. You know, we've changed our vacation time. I haven't missed but one, I think, in 10 years, you know,
Wow.
we're doing that together.
It's a good run.
And it's really, as I was talking with the gentleman that represented the HAECO, we was talking about it. It's almost a sale the day after Christmas, you know, for shoppers. They love to go the day after.
Right.
And for us sports fans, the day after is Christmas for us.
Going to the HAECO is like going to the mall, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you go and you stay all day long and you enjoy because there's so many different varieties.
Yeah, so many different things to look at and study.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one of the fascinating things you brought up about how families utilize that as a family event, it's almost like a community reunion that everybody come together. And if I hadn't seen you all year, I can certainly see you at the HAECO because a lot of schools that is not in the HAECO, they play against some of the guys that's playing, so they get to come and watch them. So it's a lot.
We have seen kids who've like left and gradually moved on. They come back and watch. We've even seen kids who changed schools, gone to other towns. They come back and watch. We saw Dudley when Dudley left the tournament a couple years back, played out of town. When they got back in town, I got to get to the Coliseum, man. First thing it is, run out there and watch.
Yeah, absolutely, and you were right. That was years of tradition where you and I look up, and some of the guys from Dudley and even the coaches tapping us on the shoulder, you know, and how much they missed that.
I used to see this one guy, John Thompson. He coached at North Carolina Wesleyan. He used to coach at Guilford College, but Coach Thompson, not the one from Georgetown, but John Thompson from Wesleyan, he'd be out there every year. You see him the first day, the first half of the day be there, then he'd be on his way.
And not only that, football coaches, the guys even play football that doesn't play basketball, they are there. And like you're saying, there's so many people from other schools that even though they have their tournaments or in other tournaments, they make a stop at the HAECO.
And plus that they're really very frugal about it, very sharp about it. They'll go watch HAECO and then go watch theirs later in the day or early in the day, HAECO later in the day.
Yeah.
Take them all in.
Absolutely. And I love the way the ticket works, that you can come in at any time. You can see as many games as you want or as not as many as you want. So you have a choice. And it's just great, man, for the family. I look forward to it. Because what I do, my stocking stuffers, thanks to you so much, I make the ticket stocking stuffers, you know. So every year, that's going to be in the stocking.
Christmas morning, get up, look in the stocking.
And you got the HAECO.
Candy cane and HAECO tickets. That's good. A few names from the past. I mean, I'm going to give you some names I wrote down on this sheet. I couldn't write them all down because I didn't have all day to write them down. But names like Paris Key, 3-time MVP, Haley Barber, remember little Haley, little Lindsey Gaulden's come up big lately, Peter Ogba, Darius Moore, Reggie Dillard, Will Dillard, Walker Holt, a lot of others. Some names that jump off your sheet right quick.
And all of those names that you just called, you and I always give them nicknames during that tournament. Little Lindsey Gaulden came up because that's where she got that name from. And Haley Barber, fearless freshman, you know, and Peter Ogba, the chairman of the boards, you know, those names you just called, they made a big name for themselves at the HAECO tournament. The HAECO tournament brought out fans to seeking Paris Key repeat the MVP run year after year.
Right.
And she did it, you know. And not only that, it brought out a guy, Sam Hunt, the free throw master, not playing with him.
One year they talked about changing it to the Sam Hunt Invitational, the free throw shooting contest. And now playing for NC State.
Absolutely. And he got his start at the HAECO. So you're right. And those names, man, it just resonates so many memories of the HAECO with you and I watching those interviewing, majority of the interview, just about everybody on that list. And they stand in line and they wait on those interviews.
What about, other than Greensboro Day boys and Northwest Guilford women, the top seeds, who do you see taking the title?
I would have to go with Smith Golden Eagles. I can certainly see Coach Derek Partee and his team. To me, this is the year that if the champion is going to be the throne, because Greensboro Day doesn't have that inside presence that they've had in the past. They have the depth. Now, they have the depth.
Right.
But I don't think they have that Gifford. I don't think they have that Greensboro Day ump like they used to have. I think that, when they lost Mormon, they lost all the insides present. So I think this is the year. And for the girls, I would have to go with Coach Kim Farrello and Northern Nighthawks.
They've never won the HAECO. They've won everything else but.
And Andy, I started putting the HAECO as the granddad of them all. Of all the tournaments, like the Rose Bowl, the granddad of them all. And Smith have a legitimate chance to dethrone Freddie Johnson. I know Derek, he's beat Partee before, and now Partee could be the other bloodline of Dudley to get it done.
What about this? You look it over. If you could bring in another current Guilford County team to the tournament, I asked Joe Serra about this earlier, who would you bring in?
It would have to be Eastern Guilford. It would have to be Eastern Guilford. Right now, Eastern Guilford Wildcats. That would be the team I'd bring in.
So the Wildcats would be in just this year or forever?
Forever. I think I'll bring them in forever. What you think?
Joe, it's perfect for this year. It'd be great this year. Joe also mentioned Wesleyan Christian Academy over in High Point, and also mentioned, who else he mentioned? Mentioned Southwest Guilford, because they've had a good run the past couple of years.
Right.
And all those teams have been there before. Eastern Guilford was in it years ago.
Right.
Southwest has been in it many moons ago. Even Wesleyan was in it for a short period of time when Nathan Jameson played there back in the day. But here's the hardest question of all. This is tough. Who would you drop?
Ragsdale. I dropped Ragsdale.
I think that's the first thing that comes to mind because the boys have suffered some of it.
Yeah, the boys
you
have
hate to say
suffered.
it,
Yeah,
but sometimes that's the case.
Yeah.
The girls are on and up, but the boys have been
and the boys
down.
been on and down.
Yeah.
So Coach Shoemaker, each year he come in and his team doesn't perform at the level of all of the other competitors. So Ragsdale would be the team that I would drop.
Dennis White, what do you like most about this tournament? HAECO show tonight from Kickback Jackson on Thursday. Dennis White's with us. He's our color commentator and inside analyst. What do you like best about this?
What I like best about this tournament is the pageantry. It's a phenomenal tournament. It gives you an opportunity to be a part of a community sporting event like no other, and it's priceless.
It's kind of good to be a part of something that's so successful, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
And it's in your own backyard. You don't have to travel. You don't have to pay hotel. I mean, all the accommodations.
You know that from AAU experience, right?
Right.
AAU is fun, but when you start paying those hotel bills, paying for those meals, and you're there all a couple of days. That's tough. Yeah.
That's tough. That's mortgage. That's rent.
Yeah.
And the other thing I love about the HAECO is I not only get to live up my dream as being a commentator of sports, but I get to sit in a legendary facility, the Greensboro Coliseum, where is known for Tobacco Road, is known for the basketball such as the ACC prestige, man, and right on the court.
Oh, yeah.
And then not only that, I'm with the best guy you can be besides legendary Andy Durham.
I knew that had to be. I was just holding on for that. I knew it had to be somewhere.
The reason why I brought that up because we have our Christmas dinner tomorrow, and I want some extra.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He always does. How about this? One of the best games I remember enjoyed was we did a game probably maybe 5, 6, 8 years ago. It was a morning game.
Yes.
We did it at the Coliseum because the other building was in use.
Yes.
And Robert Kent's Page team was out there playing.
Right.
We're doing a game at 10 o'clock in the morning. We had those nice, comfortable Coliseum seats.
Right.
We're kicking back enjoying it, but very few people were there because of the time at 10 o'clock. They had to change it that year. But that was an enjoyable game.
It really was. And then not only that, after that, we was able to go next door to see the ACC women's tournament.
We saw that too. We sure did.
And the people don't believe when you and I say we sat on ice to do a basketball game.
Right.
We was certainly on ice that night. The hockey team had a game, and we was right on the ice.
It's cool. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. If you, Dennis White, were the tournament chairman, what would you change? And would you change anything or just improve about what you already have? What would you change if you were the tournament chairman? You were the boss. Coach Waddell, thank you, sir.
I wouldn't change anything. I would leave. It's not broke. Don't need to be fixed. I would leave everything just like it is. I wouldn't change it.
Just improve upon what you already have.
Yeah. And I think one thing I would change. I think that I would change. I would extend it to another day. I think that I'll add a day. Yeah, I'll add a day.
Add more teams or just add another day and spread it out?
Add another day and spread it out. Yeah, add another day and spread it out. And I would go to, rather than a first and third, I would add in a fourth and fifth place as well. I would certainly add 2 more teams in the category of awards, the 4th place and the 5th place to get award, because right now they don't get awards. They get recognized, but they don't get a plaque and anything.
Hardware,
5th place.
right.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
gotcha. Tell us why 2017 will be a success. Why do you think this is going to be another successful year for the tournament?
The reason it's going to be another success with the tournament is because Freddie Johnson, Greensboro Day, come in with 1,000 wins. You have Smith Golden Eagles come in with a good record. You have so many teams now, it's almost even. Usually when a team come in, already know.
Well, who's got the best chance to win other than Smith and Greensboro Day on the men's side? Who's got the best chance to win, you think?
I would have to throw Dudley in the mix because Dudley right now and is playing above 500, and nobody thought Dudley was going to have a caliber team to win 7. Dudley at this point has won seven ball games. Is that correct? 6 or 7 ball games.
What about on the girls' side, other than Northwest or the Gilbert? Who's got the best chance to win?
Ragsdale certainly up and coming. Their girls team have won 8. I think that's 8 games.
8 or 9 games.
9 games,
yeah.
And it's amazing, and looking forward to it.
So it will be a success again. Tell us why.
Yeah, the reason to be a success again because of the Greensboro Council. They are just like a chemical company that make chemicals. They never change their ingredients. They keep it the same. They make it better and better. They have now, as I always say, the right formula, and the formula gets better and better and better, and it never make you not want to come. They make you want to come more, and everybody's playing it now. So
it's like they've got the Coke. You don't come out with a new Coke.
Absolutely.
Stick with the Coke.
Stick with the Coke. You stick with the formula. Yeah, you stick with the formula, the chemical that you have in it. Just like you and I, our favorite meals that we get here, it doesn't change to get better. I got you on the ribs.
The ribs with
yes,
the
sir.
mac and cheese and the beans. Great meal. The ribs are great at Kickback Jack's.
Yes.
I think Alex is in the kitchen tonight. He's probably busy back there.
He told me I'm going to check with him and see if we have a couple of minutes.
3 minutes, and we'll do the quick overtime period, if he's got a second. Kickback Jackson on Thursday, breaking it down. Don Moore's with us. We had earlier tonight, as we got underway around 6, we talked to the good man Chris Lowe, who's our tournament chairman this year. Also spoke with Jim Gentry, the tournament honorary chairman. Had a good word from Joe Sayre from the News and Record, their top HAECO writer, and he's with the hsextra.com site at greensboro.com, the News and Record site. Spoke with Coach Derek Partee from Smith. Had a good word with him about his young men, Jacob Crutchfield and Jalen Gainey. Again, Jalen Gainey, an outstanding NC State basketball information source. Studies that team and team history. Also had a great word with Ed Johnson, head coach of the Page Pirate Women, and his post player, Emma Hurd. She joined us. We saw Jillian Hurd, Emma Hurd, Mrs. Hurd. Elizabeth was here as well. Good to have her on board. And then got that big time word from Dennis White tonight.
No, he's a very good at Kickback. You won't be able to.
Well, Dennis, give us the final word tonight. Coming up next Tuesday, Greensboro Coliseum, HAECO Tournament. Special Event Center begins on Tuesday with our games of the men. There's games of the women that day too. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, HAECO Hoopla at the Coliseum Special Event Center.
Come one, come all. Come out and have a ball. HAECO Tournament is the best of them all. We are looking forward to playing basketball. So once you all come out and enjoy one of the most phenomenal, greatest shows that is going on in town. And that's the reason why, because Dennis White says so. And Andy Durham, I know we're about ready to go.
Said the same thing. His birthday was my same day, December 18th. Myself and Stone Cold Steve Austin born the same day.
Wow.
Interesting.
I mean, happy belated birthday,
yeah,
man. John and I are going to have to give you an extra couple cupcakes.
Now, you said it all. We have everything, but we don't have Chris Paul. You think he'll be here this year?
Chris Paul, if he come,
he's welcome.
He will bring his own basketball.
He better bring one for the rest of us, too, the money he's making. Thank you to Don Moore. Thank you to all the people that checked in at Kickback Jack's. Thank you to Alex back in the kitchen. Thanks, Alex. Thanks to our fine waitress who came out tonight.
Oh, yes, CJ.
CJ's back in the house.
Yes. And all of the individuals came out tonight When I was talking to Joe Sierra and I, those are student athletes. Her sisters with those high GPAs and here gaining, sit here and so articulate with history. We've been very fortunate. A lot of people don't realize a student athlete has a lot on them.
On their plate.
On their plate. And Andy, you and I, last night, we seen a phenomenal basketball game. And Joe called it Wacky Wednesday. And so many of the teams that everybody thought was going to win lost. And, oh man, wow. It's basketball.
Got number 1 seed Greensboro Day School men, got number 1 seed Northwest Guilford women. They'll try to take those seeds and live up to them next week at the Coliseum Special Events Center. We'll see you there at the HAECO tournament. Thank you, Don Moore. Great Christmas to Don, his wife Neil, Seth, and all those people in his family. Dennis White with Nathan and Wanda and Ebony. Ebony's getting ready to get married. We pray for her each day. Hope she'll do well. And Nathan, his good work at Eastern Guilford, that basketball court, getting a lot of minutes in. Wanda's taking care of business with the Hope Street Group home. And Dennis White, the Reverend Dennis White,
yes,
he's got it all covered too. Thank you, Dennis.
Yes, thank you, Andy.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.